Hi traders, this is Focus Trader, and in this video I'm going to show you how we make our daily preps for our trading, how we use our indicators ICT liquidity, ICT FVG, and Boss Trader. And also I'm going to show you some trades we took today, and they were absolutely beautiful. So let's get into it. Right now we are looking on EURUSD pair, and we're looking on daily time frame. So you can see the liquidity is drawn by our liquidity indicator. It is set in time frame mode. So every time I switch time frame, I will see the liquidity from higher time frame, which is great for me because that way I can do my multi-time frame analysis very fast. So we're looking at daily, and we see there are two liquidities here and one liquidity here, which are pretty far from each other. So possibly we could go up, but you can see there is a strong downtrend on EURUSD, and we don't know when the downtrend ends. So right now I'm still mainly a seller, because every strong movement there was, it was always a sell side. Okay, so my preference is to see the grab of this liquidity, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday hopefully, and see some reversals to the downside. But also what could happen will be strong move to the upside. So we'll see what would happen. Okay, so let me switch to 4 hours, and we can see the double liquidity here and also some double liquidity here. So possibly our goal surely will be this area. So right now I am sort of more expecting the market to continue to the upside until this liquidity is grabbed. And also the market left a fair value gap here. So let me just highlight, let me use our FVG indicator, and let me see after it calculates. Yes, there is a fair value gap here, and also there is a big one here. You could see that market have strong tendency to close these fair value gaps. So what could also happen will be that market will go and close this gap before it goes to the upside. So we never know. We are just trading what we see on the chart, not what we think. Okay, so let me just turn it off, and my 4-hour preparation is finished. So let me go to 1 hour time frame, and we can see there is a strong liquidity here because there are equal lows here, and this is the fair value gap from also visible from lower time frame. So let me again just turn it on, and you can see that it's there. You can see how beautifully market closed it here. So, and also here was the gap closures. So you could see that we have new one here, and here are two. So still we're looking to grab this liquidity there, but if the market decides and grab before this liquidity and close this gap, we don't know. But when the market goes down, we are still in a strong downtrend, so I will be expecting, if we close this gap, that could be a continuation to the downside. Okay, so another important thing, and let me go to 30 minutes, which is the most precise that I'm going with my analysis, and we can see basically the same view. We are right here. We closed partially this smaller gap. We haven't closed it yet totally, so it will stay there. There will be some small area. Let me just draw it to you. I think something like this will continue if this candle didn't continue to the upside. So we'll see what's happened. Okay, so this is my analysis for EURUSD. I'm expecting price to go up to grab this liquidity, or if they decide to go down, they will close this gap. Maybe there will be some continuation. So this is sort of analysis for all weathers. So let me just show you how I enter. So we know that from higher time frame, I am bearish. So there is a downtrend, strong downtrend on EURUSD, and every other dollar pair. So let me just go to our entry time frame, which is 1 minute. Let me just turn off the FVG, and we can see the liquidity from 1 minute time frame. So let me turn on the tool that we use to enter our positions, and let me just show you what happened. The first opportunity, this is from yesterday. Okay, so this is today. So we can see that around the 9 o'clock in my time zone, which is basically London opening. Let me just show you, because we can turn on highlight for session background. So let me just turn on display session background for London, and we can see that it's true. So we started with grabbing the liquidity of Asia in London. So let me just do the most important thing that this liquidity indicator does, and it is displaying liquidity also from lower time frame. So let me switch it to fixed, and you can see some liquidity lines here. And let me just turn off all the other liquidities. So London and New York will be turned off, and we can see only the liquidity of Asia. So here are the liquidity of Asia lines, and here they were grabbed. So there is a grab on liquidity and strong reaction of buyers, and in this area our area of interest popped out, and we can see also these entries. So this was perfect trading opportunity according to ICT and also according to our system. So we are using a bit different set of rules to enter our trades, but this surely was perfect trading opportunity. So let me just place a long order here. Our stop loss would be below this candle or below this area of interest. And let me draw our profit target, which will still continue until now, and it's here. Okay, so the risk reward ratio is currently 8.6, and the price seems to continue to the upside. So we'll maybe get much more from this. So this is the way we could trade with this indicator. And also what I want to mention, you can see this strong liquidity here. So if we enter here, this is the first target where you could take some partials. But if we turn on the liquidity of other sessions, you see also very strong liquidity here. So let me just draw the London and New York liquidity, and we'll see it there. Okay, so you see this liquidity was the target. So let me just create the square here. This liquidity was the target, this liquidity was the target, and still we are continuing up, and there is possible liquidity targeted here. So I will trade my trade until the break even or this liquidity grab. The break even currently will be placed above my entry, below this consolidation area. I will maybe make some video next time about the precision entries. Let me just show you some trade that my colleagues took, and they share it on our private Discord. So if you'd like to join our private Discord, you surely could. Just go to the website. Let me just type in www.focustrader.com. So on this address, you could find more information about our indicators, and you could also see contact info for me personally. It's focustraderfx@gmail.com, and you could contact me, and I will tell you what you can do to join our private Discord. So let me continue. Let me go to the trades that my colleague took and shared on our private Discord, and it was these beautiful trades. Let me show you. So this is again London open. There is some liquidity, and there is an entry here. So also this was some sort of break of liquidity from Asia, and in this area it probably is the beginning of the London kill zone, but we don't use it as most of ICT students do. We use it a bit differently, but as you can see, there is some liquidity grabbed here. There is some liquidity grabbed here. There is a strong reaction, liquidity grabbed here, and there are some fair value gap. Let me just show you that they are there. You can see them, okay? And let me just turn some things off, because this could be a bit overwhelming. And you could see this fair value gap was partially closed. So probably the optimal trade entry according to ICT would be something like this 50%. It's not visible right now, so let me just highlight the 50%, which would be this, and let me switch color to black, for example. It didn't help. Okay, so It is about 50%. So this was the optimal trade entry here, 50% of this fair value gap, because I take all this area or this highlighted fair value gap as a fair value gap. If they are two very close together, I took them as a one zone. So also something that will be also true for this situation and also for this situation. Okay, so this is just the reasoning behind this entry. So let me again turn on our breakout structure indicator, and we can see that we get a signal here. So this is in our trading session. Let me just turn on session again, and let me turn off the fair value gaps, which I don't use that often because I use them only in scalping layout of my chart. This is the analysis layout of my chart. Okay, so entry here and beautiful trade. So let me just draw a trade here, and it will be short position. It will be placed here, and the stop loss will be here. Or since this is a very nice move, you could place it also here very aggressively as you are a scalper, and you could see that we are currently looking at 5.0 risk reward ratio. Okay, so beautiful trade there. And let me just turn on my Discord, and I'll have a look what was the other trade of my colleague, and it was New Zealand USD and GBP. Okay, so GBPJPY, this was probably a long trade for sure. It was, I guess, from morning, and it was this one because my colleague is he trades ending of Asia and beginning of London session, and this is probably a good time to trade because a lot of time the Asia will start the movement and it will continue. Nevertheless, all that ICT teaches is true that there is some sort of kill zone, and if there is liquidity of Asia, the London session has tendency to sort of grab it. Okay, so we see that we were facing this previous day maybe high. No, there are still highs there, so I would expect price to continue to the upside to grab this liquidity from previous day high, and perfect entry would be here because there is some liquidity here. It was grabbed. There is a strong move to the upside. There is a liquidity, so this is perfect entry because the price will have tendency to grab all this liquidity. So if we draw the entry here, let me draw it, and let me set the stop loss either below this low or below this area of interest. So it depends on your preferences. Everybody in our group has some different settings for him, and you could see that this was a 6.0 risk reward ratio trade. So another perfect trade, and now gets to New Zealand. I haven't added here yet, so let me just add my New Zealand, and it would be here for me. And let's have a look. And there are several opportunities that you could take. So this was a strong movement, liquidity grab, and then the price reversed. So but it was during night, during Asia, so there will be no traders from our sessions to trade it. But let's see now is the ending of Asia session. It is about 7 to 8 o'clock in my current time zone, which is Central Europe. So this was perfect opportunity to enter the trade, and you could see that it will go either break even, or if you place stop loss below this area, it could be stop loss here. So this could be a losing trade for you, but then you get another re-entry, and it was a perfect opportunity because again, very strong bar which is grabbing the liquidity, and then there is a reaction up, pull back to the area of interest, and our entries were drawn here. So let me draw my long positions there. So either you entered this bar or this bar, it depends which one you managed to take, and the stop loss will be below area of interest. Okay, so this is so far the movement that we got, and we got about 6.8 risk reward ratio. So another perfect trade. This is something that my colleague is currently still trailing. So perfect Perfect. Okay, so this were the entries that I wanted to show you according to ICT rules, ICT strategies. And let me just show you another thing, our trades from yesterday. There is an indicator, and let me just say some things about the indicators. A lot of people tells us we don't use indicators, we don't like them. We don't have indicators as you know them. We don't, we are not into some macro solvers, stochastics, MACDs, RSIs, etc. There are a lot of indicators, and we also don't use them. What we are using are tools, are trading tools that we develop according to our preferences, according to our trading system, according to our backtests. And I want just to let you know that our indicators are based highly in very difficult, sort of difficult stuff, because we use genetic algorithms to sort of pick the best configurations for that. We are using some software that helps us do that. So everything that we do is not just an indicator; it is highly tested tool that has the settings that works the best for different markets. And it has some big thinking inside of it. So just wanted to mention. So there is a tool which is Boss Trader, and this tool is just looking for areas of interest which occurred during the liquidity grabs. So you could see that every time there is an entry, there was some candles before there was some liquidity break. So let me show you our yesterday's entries, which were really nice. So let me go to EURUSD, and it was this trade. You could see this entry again. It's in our morning hours, but some of my colleagues are working, and I'm also. So this is something that you could catch, and all these movement, if you placed your stop loss for about, I don't know, 3-4 pips, you could get 110 pips right there. And right now you are still trailing the position until this liquidity here, because when this liquidity is grabbed, the only liquidity that we saw or see is this one. So this is the liquidity we are aiming for. But of course, it is a good idea to take some partials along the way. So always pay yourself first, as you know. Okay, so this was a perfect entry here, and you could see that this is not the only one. There was also very beautiful entry here. These entries, you need to have some context. So this is not something that we could put algo in and trade automatically. Still, you need to have some set of rules. So it depends on several rules if you enter or didn't enter the position. But nevertheless, if you enter every single one, you will get about, I don't know, 20-to-1 risk reward ratio from this trade, and you will get these 2 losses. Still, you are highly profitable. And then there is another entry here, which totally give you some beautiful risk reward ratio, and then ended up in break even. But surely your aim would be some liquidity here, maybe here. So there will be some partials along the way. So very nice entries there. You could see that also this entry could be viable. It didn't show the entry signal, but it could be your entry signal. Another entry would be here, because not every time the price goes exactly where we want it to, exactly to the area of interest. So also here, from my discretionary perspective, I will take this as a signal to trade this strong red bar, or right now it's black because I'm using currently this black on my session settings. And let me draw the short position how I would see it. And since the candle is very big, I would place it so, and the target will be this liquidity here. So let me just show you what you could expect, and it would be 8.06 risk reward ratio. So you could see that's probably another perfect entry here. Absolutely fantastic entry here. You could see. So this is perfect. I really love this indicator. I really love our approach. I really I'm very thankful to ICT because he provided a lot of ideas how to trade this. So we are thankful for that. Okay, so let me just place stop here and let me see what market provided. And the target of this trade would be this liquidity. So you will take some partials along the way, but you will end up in break even somewhere here, because surely it's a good idea to move your stop loss to break even. Okay, so this is this trade. Another opportunity here which give you something or was break even. This was break even or give you something. This was very nice area to enter, but you need to enter discretionary here because we turned off the area of interest after some times, but it's still valid. So if you see signal there, which is totally here, so again there is another short opportunity here. Okay, and the sky is the limit. This is your profit target, and guys, this is crazy. This is totally crazy. Okay, so risk reward ratio 16:1. Okay, and it is algorithmically indicated, so you know that there is an area of interest here, so you just wait for the opportunity. What you can do and what I do, if I see area of interest that is valid for me and I love it, I draw this, and let me just make it as a replay. And if okay, you can see now the area of interest popped, and when it popped and I like it because this is the area that I would expect market to go back to, then I will draw something like this to prolong this area of interest and to see what's happened in the future. Yeah, and as you can see, the price went back there and reacted perfectly. So this is what we do. This is our indicators. This is our settings, and if you like this video, I would be very grateful if you subscribe, if you like, and we are planning to do more videos like this to show you our approach, to show you our setups, to show how we trade. And if you wanna join us, or if you want to participate on further development of these scripts, if you have any ideas about that, you could totally join our Discord, and you can do it via subscription on Patreon, because that's the way that we choose will be easy for us to manage. So you could use our Patreon that you will learn from our website, as I showed you, focus-trader.com. So you could visit us there. So again, please subscribe, please like this video if you liked it. If you want to learn more, just send me an email, and let's open discussion, because we are deeply into value and we want to build a community of successful traders, because I think that you can see that the scripts that we are using and the tools that we are using, they are not indicators as you know them. It is not a macro solver, it is not MACD. Those are very clever tools that enable you to trade more effectively, and the most important thing, you could set alerts for these areas, so you don't have to sit in front of your computer screen whole day. You will just receive an alert, and you could go to your platform and wait for your trading opportunities. As you can see, there are lots of them, and since I'm showing you a lot of entries were in the London and pre-London session or Asia ending of Asia session, there are also a lot of trading opportunities on other markets in other sessions and time frames. So again, please like, please subscribe, and if you want to join us, visit our website focus-trader.com, focus-trader.com. Let me just type it in, because my English, as you can hear, is not totally perfect. So www.focus-trader.com. There is a hyphen or slash or what it is. No slash, it's a hyphen. Okay, so on this website you will see some additional info, and that way you will be able to reach us. We will very gladly welcome you on our Discord again. If you have any ideas, if you have any feedback, please let me know. And Please let me know in comments if you have any ideas from what you see or any questions. I will gladly answer. I will answer every comment you post. So I'm looking forward to hearing from you all, and I wish you happy and successful trading and hope you will become as us focused trader. Thanks.